Where does the Vatican get its name from? In this video, we will dive into the intriguing yet speculative reasoning, then finish with the accepted theory. It is not a Latin or Greek word. The name predates Christianity and is derived from the name of the goddess Vatica. About 3,000 years ago, the Etruscans ruled the part of Italy where the Vatican stands today. The Etruscans worshipped Vatica, the goddess of the underworld and death. One of her duties was to keep a watching eye and take care of those who had passed away, perhaps wetting their tongues with her finger in case they were thirsty. The Vatican is a hill. This hill was consecrated to an Etruscan goddess called Vatica, deity of the underworld. In fact, in ancient times, this hill was outside the inhabited center of Rome and was used as a cemetery. Constantine, the first Holy Roman Catholic emperor, built on this hill, known as the Vatican Hill. A few centuries later, the Papal Palace was built. Vatica also had several other associated meanings in ancient Etruscan. It was not only associated with the goddess of the underworld, the word passed on into Latin to become the word vatis, meaning oracle, soothsayer, poetess, divinely inspired, prophetess, mouthpiece of deity. In short, it was associated with the ancient mysteries practiced in the ancient world. It is ironic that the Holy Roman Catholic Church slew so many people who honored and practiced the ancient wise traditions, yet the very Vatican itself was the place of the ancient epicenter of oracle divination, sex magic, and drug-fueled orgies. Wine has long held religious and cultural importance within the Catholic Church. Archaeological evidence indicates that vineyards existed in the Vatican area since Roman times. As the seat of the Roman Catholic Church was established in Rome beginning in the 4th century AD, wines grown in the surrounding regions became associated with the papacy and Vatican. Certain strains of these grapes that grew on the hill were very bitter tasting, and wines made from them were hallucinogenic and probably played a role in holy rites designed to illuminate the participants. The Roman wines were always spiked with herbs. The name of the Vatican, in all probability, takes its name from a Latin verb, vaticinor, that has its origin in the word Vatica, the entheogenic herbal intoxicating wine drunk by the priestesses from that place, and meaning poet, teacher, oracle. This name, also called Vaticanus or vaginatus, later came to mean the Latin vagina, that is the female reproductive organ. The Vatican, which has its own lands in Italy, ultimately takes its name from the goddess Vatica. While there may be an indirect link between the Vatican's name and pre-Christian religious traditions, the idea that the Vatican is named directly after the Etruscan goddess Vatica remains speculative. The more widely accepted theory is that Vaticanus comes from the Latin vates, meaning prophet or soothsayer, reinforcing the idea of prophecy rather than a specific deity. However, the history of Vatican Hill as a necropolis does suggest a lingering influence from Etruscan funerary traditions.